This is another large video. I have gone and gotten 1,000 resin, or it was 1,000 resin until I went and condensed 5 just then. But we are going to run it all 1,000 in this domain here because I need some Flower of Paradise Lost pieces for Cookie. Because I was looking at some comments on my last supports only video and I saw a couple of people say that really the only way to increase our damage more now is using Flower of Paradise Lost. So I'm going to do exactly that. We're going to farm Flower of Paradise Lost and see what that does. Hopefully something good. 25 runs in here using our Hyper Bloom team and just hope we get something good. And then any of the bad stuff, I'll make another video, strong boxing, so I can increase the damage of my other team that I need to work on before I can do another Abyss video. Now, as I did with the last one of these videos, I think I did it for Farina, I'm only really going to show the runs where I actually get something good, or the first or last runs of the batch. Let's see what we get for the first run. We get a solid flower, but wrong set, and geo damage. But that's a pretty good geo damage. I'm going to keep it. Now, as usual with these kinds of videos, I'm doing it, 1, just to work on the team, because this is kind of the thing I need to upgrade the team. And 2, because I don't have time to do anything else, because we go for a trip to America in a couple days, and I have 3 videos, including this one, to record and edit. This is the last run of this batch. That's got EM, so we'll keep it. That's bad. Next batch. We will just see what it rolls into. If it rolls into ER, yes, okay. We'll give it another roll. Okay, if this next roll isn't an EM, then I'm gonna stop leveling this piece up. No, okay. No EM, we're gonna stop it there. I will keep it just in case, but we're not gonna go any further with that. First run of the next batch, we get not very good and not very good. Okay, last run of this batch. Kinda slow. Was not the quickest run. But maybe we'll get something good out of it. I mean, we do get EM on there with some ER. If it rolls a crit, it could be okay, but that's about it. We do actually, that's solid. That's a good EM increase. I'm going to do this again. That's not great. First run was pretty quick, 44 seconds. Now, is that going to translate to good pieces? That's a good piece, but just on the wrong set. And I'm not even going to bother with that piece because I know exactly how that's going to roll. Nice flat def and def percent the entire time. Okay, last run of this batch. We get almost a really good piece and a really bad piece. Now, I'm pretty sure we got like no pieces to upgrade in that bunch. Yeah, nothing to level up there. This is going well. Okay, first run of the second last batch, and we don't get any of the pieces. This is the first run, actually. We haven't got a Flower of Paradise Lost piece. So that's actually pretty good. Wow, okay, that's nice. Max roll crit damage with crit rate. HP though, which isn't as great, but Farina piece actually. That would actually be a solid piece for Farina. Not for Cookie though. And last run of this batch, we get 2 pieces that aren't the right set and they're both bad. That's actually a really nice piece for Farina or something. That's a solid piece. Someone who scales off of HP. Nothing in the goblets and nothing in the circlets. Okay, this is going great. We have 1 more batch, I think. So if we get nothing from here, we're just going to have to see what we've got and work with that. And I think we have enough, I think, to be able to make a build. Hopefully it's decent. First run of this batch, we get nothing, really. I mean, that's solid, but I feel like we got almost the exact same piece. Ooh, that's nice. That's actually a really good piece. Attack, high crit damage, and some EM. If that rolls mostly into EM, then that will be a really nice piece. Ooh, that's a nice piece again, but wrong set. Hydra damage, double crit with attack. Why are we getting some really good pieces, but with not the right stats? And they're on the right set, but they're the wrong stats, but they're still good pieces. Just not for Cookie. This is the last run we can do. We get 3 pieces. 2 of them are the wrong set, but one of them is a nice piece, but doesn't have any of the stat that we want. Let's see what we've got. If this rolls into crit rate, okay. What's the next roll? This is going to determine everything. What does this roll? Crit rate again. I would rather some EM. Okay, if this hits EM, we'll continue. Okay, it hit EM. This is looking good. More EM. Yes, 63 EM. And we get a 79 EM, another roll into EM. That is a really, really nice piece. Let's see what we roll. We get an ER and a def. Nothing else is really good. Flat HP. And some more ER. No, flat attack. Okay, well, it's not the greatest piece, but it's the only EM piece we've got. We have no EM here. So we are going to have to go off piece. We have 1 EM piece that's currently on Yao Yao. So Yao Yao is going to need a new EM piece, but we're going to swap that over. Now for flowers, we have this, which has got 42 EM. We could possibly see if we could find one that could push more EM. If this first roll goes into EM, which it didn't, goes into crit damage. If this second roll goes into EM, which it didn't, went to attack. If this third roll goes into EM, which it didn't, went to freaking crit. I'm going to keep rolling this though, because this is looking like it's going to be a high crit damage piece. And that's kind of cool. Now we get some EM, 42 EM. So if this last roll goes into EM, it will be a better piece. But that's only if this last roll goes into EM. Which it is going to not. It is going to give us 30 crit damage. Which is actually quite a bit. It still has, she has the same amount of EM as the original one, so it is actually kind of better. Now we have one other piece with 21 EM. So depending on how this rolls, it's not looking very promising. We will give it one last shot. Okay, 37. I'll level it up because it could potentially, if we hit one more EM, be a higher EM piece. And it is, it's a 56. So, even though this has a ton more crit damage, this piece is going to give us more EM. So I'm going to use that. And now we are just looking for a elemental mastery with probably crit rate, I'd say. Got Nahida. Cookie's already on one. It's actually solid, so we're actually going to leave her on that, to be honest. Yao Yao needs a new circlet. She can use Cookies, because I'm going to swap Cookie to a new piece anyway. So there's Yao Yao all sorted. And now Cookie can just take all of Dory's pieces. Now we have a 4-piece Flower of Paradise Lost on Cookie. She sits at 976, so a tiny little bit less EM than what we were originally with the other build. Also, before I forget, Lantern Rite, I finished it. And we can get, apparently, a crown. Maybe I forgot to claim that. But we can get a character. And out of these, we have these characters here. So these 4, and then Yunjin and Xingqiu as characters we can use. Everyone else is a DPS. And I'm thinking of going for Xiangling, because I already have all of these characters. And Xiangling's C1, which is the one that I don't have, reduces enemies' pyro res, which means for my national team, that's going to be really, really nice to shred through it. So I think I'm going to run with a Xiangling here. I already have Yao Yao C1, and I have a couple other constellations, but Xiangling seems like it's going to be the best for damage for that team. So I'm going to invite Xiangling. And just like that, now we have a Xiangling C1 that when Guoba attacks an enemy, their pyro res is reduced by 15%, which is nice for a national team where it revolves completely around the pyro damage. Now let's go to our good old friend Pyro Regicine, because I don't have Masanori unlocked. Now let's see what we do. Nahida Burst. Boom. Then get this guy's core down really quick. Easy. Chuck out Yao Yao. And boom. 36. 37, I think I saw. But yeah, we seem to be pretty well capped out at that, like 36 or so. I feel like I might need to try a slightly more tanky boss to actually get the Flower of Paradise Loss's full potential. So, what's a boss that's just kind of tanky? I think I could probably run Wolf Dude. What's his name? Because I'm pretty sure Flower of Paradise Lost stacks a little bit. You get a 40% Hyper Bloom, Bloom Burgeon damage. And then you get 25% every bloom. And that can be triggered 4 times for 10 seconds. So we could get up to like a 140% increase. I feel like that isn't right, but actually, you know what? It could have been a 40% increase. Yeah, it might have been. We just didn't get the other bonus increases. Oh well, we'll see what we can do here. Although I'll still take a 37 over a 36. What do we hit? 36. I think I'm just going to say that we could probably hit a higher damage if there was a boss that lasted long enough for us to hit a higher damage. I mean, against multiple enemies it might be better, but I'm not really too sure. So I'd say we are hitting more damage now. So the Flower of Paradise Lost has made us hit more damage. We're hitting now a 37k rather than a 36k. I'd say we're going to leave it there. We have a bigger increase. We have a C1 Shangling. We do more damage. Cookie's on a technically better set. And we're all good. This Hyper Bloom team is basically finished. If there is something we can do to make it do more damage, please let me know in the comments. This team is a very good team, and if we can make it hit crazy damage, that would be really, really cool. But I'm not really too sure. This is my limit of knowledge on building a Hyper Bloom team. I don't really know much more than this. So yeah, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you like sort of content, do consider subscribing. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And good. Bye.